Hey Simone, I really liked your post. So I actually really like Erickson's stages of development. I don't think it's like always applicable, right? But I do think it's a very good guide to a lot of people, as a generalization. And that's why a lot of times when I'm addressing people or I'm talking about the stages of development, I will always reference that, if not with my words in my mind, right? And so, one of the things that I agree with him most is in adolescence and early adulthood. So I think that, when you're watching children who are coming into themselves and they're really searching for that sense of identity, they, you know, those formidable times in their life are like something that they're going to be standing on forever, and that pushback against authority and that sense of autonomy that they're searching for is so evident in those moments. And then in the young adulthood, you start seeing that shift even in their late teen years a lot of times. um, and I know cultural things can kind of change this and add into it, but that sense of like love and unity and things like that really become prevalent, especially if it's lacking. You can see how the main desire is there and that main motivation is there in so many people. You don't even have to be studying like your clients, right? Trying to analyze and determine the different factors that are leading into their behaviors. You can hear it in conversations, right? You can hear it, when you're talking to your friends with children. You can hear it when you're talking to um, peers. You can hear it, just if you're ever around teenagers, if you're eavesdropping on people in a restaurant or anything like that, right? You can hear the leading behind their conversation, right? You can hear what they're searching for, and I think it's so fascinating to follow those little rabbit trails, right, and see how that stage of development really reinforces itself in those two areas in particular. And then in the late stages of life, like, looking back, even though I don't necessarily think that that's the most accurate generalization, I think that it is to some degree. Um, I definitely think that working with a lot of people who are elderly, being in a lot of nursing homes and being raised by people who were, in their 70s and stuff, and being around so many of that, I definitely see that as a time of like, I want to grab life by the horns and just kind of go for it and, throw all inhibition to the wind. And that can definitely be incorporated into that. And I know that there is an element of that that goes into it. But I just think the reality of how it plays out in some people's lives is kind of funny to watch, right? But yeah, so I really appreciated the fact that you put so much emphasis on his stages of development. Yeah, thank you.